Yeah, okay. I doubt it. Not to doubt that it's like that, but
Yeah, right.
You saw the rundown now? You good?
Yeah. I'm good.
Word.
I'm all good.
God.
I'm about to send it in.
I gotta start stretching more, bro. Especially like before work and after work, bro. With the amount of moving and lifting I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't. Quite honestly, I don't want to hear it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I do the same thing, bro. They at the beginning, like in our briefing, they're like, "Oh yeah, everybody get your stretches in." They do that. They say that so that way, if we get hurt, they can't be like, "Well, we didn't tell you not to stretch."
Yeah, exactly.
We told you guys to stretch. Like, okay. Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna send this in the fantasy group chat. Well, my fantasy group chat.
Send what?
The link to the live.
Oh, bet. Tarantula. That shit is so tough. I mean, come on now.
I don't know how tough of a nickname that really is. I'm not.
What do you mean?
I'm not all the way sold on that nickname. I don't know.
So when people call it Brad Lidge, Lights Out Lidge, did you like that or no?
Well, yeah. I don't know. Tarantula just seems like a little bit of a stretch.
I mean, I guess.
Not a stretch, but like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, we're starting at 2 minutes. You ready?
Sounds good. We're starting at 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Ooh, welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Bank Phillies podcast. I'm your host, Pete, along with my co-host, Henry. What is up, my guy?
Phils are hot.
They're hot. They're hot right now. I mean, they're winning tough series. They're sweeping teams. They swept the Mariners. We didn't talk about that much, but we won't really go too crazy on that series. But that was a good series to see. Very fun one.
Especially against a good AL team.
Yeah, exactly. I went to the game on Wednesday. It was pretty fun. I got the Tarantula shirt there, Johan Duran.
Tough.
Pretty tough. Yeah. I couldn't help myself when I went in the store. When you go in that store there, it's like
kind of black out a little bit. Yeah,
well, one, it's like packed. Like everybody's there, obviously.
Oh,
and then you're like looking around, and it's just like there's like so many options, and you're just like, at one point you don't even look at the price. You're like, I want that, and just let's go.
Yeah,
that's how I am in like Rally House too. Rally House.
Oh, dude, I can't go there anymore.
Dude, it's tough. It's tough.
I went there after the Eagles won the Super Bowl,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh my gosh, everything is so nice.
Yeah.
And I looked online, and I was like, I can't buy anything here. I'm going online. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because if I was in person, I would have bought a ton of stuff. But
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, I tell Tal all the time.
It's a little easier.
I tell Tal all the time, like, if I go on a shopping spree and just have like money to spend, like, not to stress about it, I'm going to Rally House. I'm just gonna buy a bunch of Philly stuff. Like, I just, gotta have the wardrobe ready. I gotta switch it up, once in a while,
for sure.
Especially on the pod. You know what I'm saying? We gotta switch it up a little bit. And listen,
back hoodies these last 2 weeks, but I mean,
yeah, and I go on phillygoat.com, just like everybody else should, and use that 10% code 10% off. So real quick plug there for everybody in the intro. Yeah. So got to get that in.
We don't do many mid-episode plugs anymore. So.
No, I usually just insert the old one into the top of the episode. So, right. But anyway, so after all that, talking about wardrobe, fashion, and stuff, because we're not experts on that. I mean, unless you are.
No, I am not. I promise you.
No wardrobe.
Dude, if you saw what I wear every day, like to work, I wear like a high vis shirt.
Yeah.
And like these reflector pants because that's what I'm required to wear.
Yeah,
I am in no way, shape, or form an expert on fashion.
It's like, okay, trying to match at work is something kind of crazy, but yeah, regardless,
I don't have a choice, man.
No, I know, yeah, it's just it's how it goes sometimes, so it's whatever. So real quick, just to start off before we get into the National Series and whatnot, it was officially announced yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was that Zach Wheeler is officially done for the 2025 season. So, there's no more hope of like possibly him coming back in the postseason, maybe, and whatnot. So that was kind of put to rest yesterday. The Phillies made an announcement, and it said right-handed pitcher Zach Wheeler had a follow-up evaluation and received second opinions this week after his successful right upper extremity blood clot removal on Monday, August 18th. Wheeler was diagnosed with venous say it again. Thoracic. I knew I was going to mess it up. Thoracic outlet syndrome, and the recommendation is to undergo decompressive surgery in the coming weeks. Details of the surgery are forthcoming. The timeline of recovery from the surgery is generally 6 to 8 months. So that that kind of puts that stuff to rest. And now it's just we pray and we hope that the surgery goes well, and that he gets better. And now that he has time to rest, and I mean he's already kind of confirmed that he's looking forward to getting back out there for next season. So I know people have been murmuring about him retiring early and stuff like that, but I think that was kind of put to rest as well. But definitely again, we were kind of preparing ourselves, and we kind of felt like it was going towards that thing of like he was going to be done for the season. But finally hearing the announcement was just another gut punch, to be honest.
Definitely. I think him confirming that he was coming back was just huge. Like I was just about to read his message that he put out.
Yeah.
So he put out a post earlier today. It was a statement. It said, "Thank you for all the support this season. It means the world to me and my family. As many of you may know, I'll be having surgery in the coming weeks, which means I'll miss the rest of the 2025 season. It's tough news, but I'm so grateful for all the love and well wishes I've already received. I'm locked in on the work ahead and can't wait to be back in 2026. Ready to give everything I've got for this team and this city. Thanks for riding with us through it all." And then he signed it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's all I needed to hear. He already has his mindset on next year. He's coming back. We're good. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And win it for Wheeler. Let's come on.
Win it for Wheels. Win it for Wheels, baby. I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, you like to hear that from him, and obviously I know he appreciates the support and stuff like that, and people reaching out, and that's all you really can do. And I think now it's better for in the aspect of like this team going forward is okay. They know that listen, he's not coming back. Like that's it now. Like there's no he's not coming back in the playoffs, even if they make the World Series or whatever. Like there's just no chance of it. And now it's kind of just remaining to focus on the goal and being like, okay, what we talked about last episode was next man up mentality. Like this is what we have to do now, and this is what we have to deal with. And the guys got to step up. Sanchez, Suarez, Nola especially. And I just saw Mike's comment in the chat about Aaron Nola. Will we see a vintage Aaron Nola as he steps up in the wake of Wheeler's injury? I'm hoping so. I'm confident that like we can get like the half of what Aaron Nola was like maybe a couple years ago, hopefully. Going into the postseason. But then again, it remains to be seen. I know he's just getting back from the injury and off the IL, so and he struggled a little bit. Since he's gotten back, he had a good game last night. So I won't hold him too much to it, but. But yeah, it's just for this team now. It's just like, okay, we got to focus now. We got to move on, and all we can do is have his back, and we know that he'll have ours for the rest of the season.
And this comment, shout out 30 Take Pod. I assume this is Kyle. Are we approaching the end of the Wheeler Cy Young window? I was gonna bring this up. I don't know if at this point Wheeler doesn't care, because I think he cares about getting a Cy Young and about being recognized as one of the best pitchers of that time period, whether it's a couple of years, whatever. But I just think that he's at a point in his career where now he's getting an injury like this. Usually an injury like this kind of not ends a guy's Cy Young unless they're like Chris Sale.
Yeah.
Against all odds, won another Cy Young.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like these are the kind of things that make guys just be like, you know what? I'm just happy to keep pitching at a high level. Forget the Cy Young. As long as I win something, we're good. We're good. I don't know how you feel about that. I just think that Wheeler is at this point, now that he's hurt and everything else, for the rest of the time he's here, the 3 years or whatever his extension is, and he says he's going to probably retire after that, I don't think he's going to care about, throwing a couple complete games during the year just to get just to stay in the Cy Young race.
Yeah, and I mean it's I kind of see that in a way where it's like for him it kind of maybe takes not pressure but like the thought of it and knowing that like listen like going into like the next couple of years, after dealing with this, that like maybe his workload isn't as much as it is usually. You know what I'm saying? Like they might cut back on that and help him out in that aspect. And the other thing is too that we have to think about is, I know Wheeler, he's still going to be a good pitcher, but at the same time, like how much of this will set him back just a little bit in certain aspects of his pitching, and what goes into it. Like I have confidence that he will come back, great from this, and I know they're going to help him out a lot, but you also got to think about it. It's like that's a huge thing to deal with, and especially in his throwing shoulder being where it's at. So I just think it's definitely something that like I don't think will be really like highlighted anymore. And knowing with like some of these young guys that possibly will come up in the next couple of years, aka Painter, if he's doing better by that time, that like he will get like a little not overshadowed, but like again, like his workload will cut back a little bit, and maybe he moves down in a rotation just to kind of save his arm a little bit. So. It's just something on my mind that I think about too. Is just how much he'll be back and whatnot. So
I just think it's unfortunate that he's thrown the way he has the last 2 to 3 years, and it's going to be another third place, whatever it is, Cy Young finish for him. Yeah, it's so unfortunate.
It is. It is.
And this is no bias. Like it might be a little bit biased, obviously, because like he's on our team.
Yeah, for sure.
Numbers wise, he's been one of the best pitchers in the last 3 or 4 years. He's also thrown the most innings in the last 3 or 4 years. Like he's pretty up there. And I think it's like from 2020 on, he has like some of the highest inning numbers of any pitcher in that span. So I think that kind of matters. But he's just done so well. And I think up until this year is when he really got the national spotlight. I don't think he got it as much the last 2 years, but I think this year he got it more than he ever has before. And then it's unfortunate that, of course, he goes down. So it's like, it just sucks. It just sucks. You feel for the guy, you feel for the player, but you feel for the human too.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, like I said before multiple times, we just hope he gets better. Again, he's a father, a husband, son, all that type of stuff. Sure. So, the human aspect of it is the most important thing. Definitely. And listen, like we said before, win it for Wheels, baby.
And I will say, forward, so Philadelphia media drives me nuts, but they did a great job at being like, listen, this isn't just some broken hand or something. This is a serious health issue. Like you got to look out for the player. I haven't heard any personality. Maybe I missed it. I haven't heard any personality or anything like that be like, well, just get back on the mound. I haven't heard that at all, which I'm glad, because then I would have to roast them. But I'm glad I didn't have to hear that, because that's just nonsense. But
I wouldn't even give that the light of day, even if it was.
It pisses me off too much. I would have to.
No, I understand that. I just would be like, it's not even. It's just an ignorant thing, and I'm like I said, glad that it didn't happen or it wasn't said, because it's just ridiculous. But for the guy who's given everything for this organization, so again, just hope he gets better and like. Win it for Wheels, baby. Win it for Wheels. Just, motivation, baby. You got next minute up and let's keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so moving off of that. So coming out of this national series, taking 2 of 3. Obviously you'll take that. Obviously we want to win the series, the most important thing. Definitely should have been a sweep, in my opinion.
You were heated after that one game.
I was.
So mad.
I was. It was just because it was such a winnable game. And I don't know if I'm going to go too much of like game by game. We can kind of just talk about the series in general. But like obviously Friday's game stands out just because of like the collapsing stuff in the end and whatnot. Like Duran struggling, blowing the game basically. Yeah. And obviously we know what's going to happen. Obviously he's not going to be perfect. He wasn't going to be like the guy who's just he's not gonna be lights out Lidge, you know what I'm saying? You had to do but it. I had to. But obviously we knew it was gonna happen, but it's just unfortunate because one is the Nationals. But and for some reason, real quick, let me say this before we get more into the Fries game. The Nationals, the hits that they were getting and just like all week, like just annoying and ridiculous hits, like all weekend. And listen, they're a scrappy team, they're very young. and they're
Yeah.
going to be good in the next couple of years. They're building
Yeah.
something over there. I feel like so
I
they're going to
agree.
be I feel like they're going to be annoying at one point. But anyway, yeah, Friday's game was a little annoying just because of how it ended, and I feel like obviously it's not like I'm not mad at Duran. I'm not like that mad, but I was more mad of just like Phillies fans in general that I've seen like on Twitter and stuff like that. I'm not saying specific names, whatever, but like the mindset of like, okay, well at least he did it now and not in October. And it's like I understand what you're saying. I get that, but newsflash, it could happen in October. And I mean, maybe some people are being sarcastic when they say that, but it's annoying because it's like, bro, we can't settle into that like that moral like victory of like, well, at least it's happening now and get it out of the way. Like, guess what, dude? It could happen a couple more times. So like, I mean, let's stop settling for that type of stuff. So that was what was making me really mad, not specifically him blowing the game. Like, yeah, it was annoying, but I'm not like, yo, Duran sucks. Like, this guy's terrible now. Why would we trade? Like, I'm not doing any of that. Like, that's not like it doesn't make any sense. And I think also it didn't help with JT like literally just not eating the ball and just throwing it into left field, which was just like, okay, because if he doesn't do that, we probably get out of the inning tied and a better chance of walking it off. And then after that, I just like the top of the lineup, they just kind of seemed like they just swing and try to play hero ball and just got in and when to get out of there. So Friday's game was definitely annoying.
So to speak for those people talking about October, because I said the same thing.
I know.
I genuinely am just glad that we could see that Duran was human because there were talks like, and I thought it in my own head too, like, is this guy ever going to blow a save? Like, how is this possible?
Yeah.
And he did it.
Did it? Yep.
He did it. But, like, I'm not worried. Like, the only reason I found it so funny that you were freaking out the way you were is because you were like, I'm not going to do this, the whole game by game thing this year. I'm not going to do it. And then we lost to the friggin' Nationals, and you were just like, I can't believe this is happening to us.
No, it's just like, and I like relaxed at one point. I calmed down.
I know, but it was just in the moment, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I get your frustration. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, like, I'd rather it happen now than in October. Like, I know.
It's fine. I'll let you speak. I'm not gonna like. I know.
I'm not. I know it can still happen. I know it's not just like a certain amount of blown saves he has in the tank. I know, but like, I think blowing a save, he's gonna learn from that. Like, he almost blew one again today.
I sure hope so. Well, that was yesterday. I think he almost blew the one. Yeah. You're talking about yesterday. Because he didn't pitch.
Yeah, I am. You're right.
Yeah. You're good.
Right.
You're good. Yeah.
His Kirkering pitched the save today. Yes, I'm talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm talking about yesterday.
But
anyway. I think everybody got a little too mad.
Yeah, well, like I mean, like I said, I was annoyed, yes, but I wasn't telling him that like he's trash. Like I knew he's still a good pitcher, obviously.
Yeah, I haven't seen any idiots say that. Thank God.
It's just like I don't know, man. It was just like unfortunate. It's just like, and like I said, the hits that were given up, and the other thing is too that we got to look at, and I've heard people talk about it even after today's game, is like the fact of like the infield, the way it was set up, and like how like people were saying like Harper wasn't playing the line. And it was just like everything was pulling like towards like first or third base.
Well, you know why it pulls like that, right?
Well, because
he's throwing 105.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody's going to be on time for that.
No, absolutely
Lenny Dykstra even tweeted about it. Which, I mean, shout out Lenny Dykstra, I guess. Yeah. Let's try and get him on the pod.
Imagine.
I'm good. I'll pass.
Okay, word.
He won a World Series with the Mets, man. I'll pass.
Oh yeah. No, never mind. Yeah.
But
right.
No, like but he made a good point. And as much drugs and everything else that he's done and all that crazy stuff he's done, like he made a good point. Like, why would you not set up your infield for a guy that throws 103? Nobody's going to be squaring up to that. Everything's going to get hit to the side. Everything's going to get pulled or whatever. Like, you have to play your guys short or to the line. Like, you have to make them hug the line.
Yeah, exactly.
So. But Rob Thompson said they did discuss that.
Okay, all right, good. So then work on it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I think they. Well, but let's be honest though, they haven't had to worry about it because he's been striking everybody out.
True. I'm
just saying.
No, yeah. the other thing is too, I brought it up real quick, but like JT, in the bad throw, like it's unfortunate just because like he had the big homer. I think it was like in the 8th inning to put him up like 4-3, and it's just like it was great because like he's honestly like he's been on fire lately, JT, and it's been a great thing to see. And obviously, if he can keep it up, it'd be great because then he could play, I guess, cleanup again or whatever. But anyway, it was just unfortunate just to see him make that throw, and then everybody was kind of blaming on that. So
I also think he doesn't make that throw in October.
No, I don't think so either.
I just don't.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that like it's a totally different season, but guys play October baseball way different than they do
for sure
August baseball.
Yeah. Next time, just eat it. Who cares? Like I'm just the overthrowing. It's just like when you see that too, it's just like, oh my god, like dude, like what are we doing right now? It's like a meltdown.
It's what it is, man.
So yeah, it was a rough start for. I mean, Taiwan. He came out struggling that game in the first inning. Just kind of was like off, like his command was off, whatever. And then honestly though, he kept him in the game for the most part. He kind of settled in. He only gave up those 3 runs in the first inning, and then it was fine for the rest of the game. So I'm not going to really beat up on Walker too much in that game.
No, I think he got no run support really.
Yeah, exactly. And then just the command issues were, just kind of off in the first inning. So hopefully it works on that. I guess we'll see. Again, another guy is going to have to step up. So who knows? Never played on before.
But
might be a starter in the playoffs. So yeah.
I hope I don't get tickets to that game.
It might be the closeout game. Who knows? So you might want to go to that. Anyway, moving on.
He pitches in a World Series.
Dude,
I will riot.
Nobody talk to me. I'm going to be in my own bubble. Like not even like. I'm going to be like a nervous wreck is what I'm saying. So don't get in my way. Saturday's game got the 6-4 win. A little shaky at the end again. They came out early in the game with a lot of runs scored, which was great to see. Offense recently has been doing very well. Has some hiccups here and there, whatever, but just a really good game by most of the lineup. Edmundo Sosa had another home run. Seeing him come back into the lineup and producing runs is always good to see. I was a little nervous just because I think I meant Stott was out of the lineup for that game, and like Stott has been playing really good recently. Really kind of swinging the bat, and he changed his batting stance. I don't know if anybody noticed, but coming into the series, a little bit of a different batting stance for him. So hopefully that helps a little bit more with his timing. But seeing a guy like Sosa come in and just be able to produce per usual. Played great defensively. It was great to see for him. And like I said, I brought his name up before. Aaron Nola really pitched a good game. And like I said, hopefully that he's going to get back to where he was before the injury.
Yeah, I agree. I think that Washington start, like the start in Washington, was like, whoa, we gotta. What are we going to get from this guy now? But I wanted to give him a couple starts just in case, because like a guy's not. Throwing AAA is not throwing in the majors.
No.
So I wanted to see, I was curious to see how his next outing would be, and he didn't disappoint.
No, he didn't.
He had the back-to-back solo homers or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But that's Nola.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing. We sometimes expect that, unfortunately. Yeah. And the good thing about it is, like, thankfully, and it's not going to be like this all the time, but he had some runs to work with. I mean, they had a good lead, unfortunately. So it's like, okay, the one thing in the back of his mind is like, okay, give up back homers, but at least it's not like tied or they took the lead. So like I can kind of like relax here for a second. So that's the thing. Just relax for a second and just get back into what you were doing. So
yes.
And then let's see. Oh, I think Schwarber in that game played left field. I'm pretty sure that was the game for left field. Right? I don't think it was. He was DH.
Yes.
Yeah. So they put him in left and had Bryce DH, which was, it's a good thing once in a while. I mean, put Weston Wilson at first base, I guess, is okay for the one game. But it's always funny seeing Schwarber like go to left field just because like everybody freaks out, which I understand.
Well, yeah, dude.
No, I understand it. I know, I understand that, but it's just funny because it's like anytime it's in like Kyle Schwarber of all people are like, oh my god, like it's just like, hey, you do remember we went to the World Series with him in left field, so I mean, people forget that. Just saying. So, it's funny. It's funny though when people just like start to freak out a little bit. But I understand the reasoning behind it. So
yeah, like he's bound to hurt himself.
Yeah, unfortunately. But speaking of which, real quick, I'm gonna bring up a quick point. Mike put in the comments, the outfield defense has improved big time with the alignments, the alignment of Bader in center field and Marsh in left field. And I honestly agree. I feel like it has been a little bit of an improvement. And I mean, I feel like if anything, that's going to be the people that the players that we see in the outfield, later into the season and possibly the postseason, of having Marsh in left and then keeping Bader just in center field, and then Castellanos in right field, obviously. And I guess you bring Kepler off the bench. So
is it that obvious?
What?
Castellanos he's sat like 2 out of the last 5 games.
I know.
And I have a feeling he's not happy.
Well,
when they asked him about, now I'm not trying to make assumptions, but the way he talks, I just don't think he's all that happy with Rob Thompson, because they asked him like if their relationship is good. He goes, well, he's my manager, so there's like a respect there. And that was it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, like, did all this start because he sat in Miami? And it goes back to what did Nick say?
Yeah.
Who he's saying about why is there such a rift between him and Thompson? Is he going to sit? Is he going to like?
Yeah.
I just don't know if I like where this is headed. I've seen enough Philly athletes just start tearing shit down before they leave, and I don't know. I love Casty too. Like I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem, but it's scary to think about.
Yeah, and I saw that quote that you're talking about, and I mean, I there wasn't much I really took away from it. Like, of course, like that's just Nick being Nick. I feel like just him being like, brutally honest and just, and being bland, I guess, in a way. But honestly, I just feel like there really hasn't been much that I see like in the playing field or anything like that of where it's like bothering anybody, I guess. Yeah. And maybe for him, it's kind of like a reality check in a way where it's like, hey, listen, like, maybe he's doing like he's the manager. Yes, like maybe I do not agree with it, but it may be the best thing for the team right now. Right. Unfortunately, I mean, where they got to do this with the platoon things, and I got to be involved with it. Like usually he was never really involved with the platoon stuff and being always in right field. And it just comes to a point in time where Thompson had just like kind of like changed things up, I guess. And that's the thing. We talked about it when it happened in Miami, and how like people were like, well, Thompson never does anything, and now he's making these decisions. So it's like, hey, it might be working. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes
I love having Bader in center. I love watching Bader play. I don't know what it is. He's so entertaining with the magenta gloves and the dude, it's awesome.
It is. It is, yeah. And I just think he brings good energy. Yes. Obviously, it's not like he's crushing the ball at the ballpark, obviously.
No, but I think his defense makes up for that.
No, for sure, yeah. And I mean, you think about, like, when you say defense, right, you compare it to a guy like Rojas who was here. Like, obviously, he was great for his defense, but offensively, he was giving us nothing.
Yeah, Bader's giving us more than he
Bader
was.
At least is getting on base, drawing some walks.
I think Rojas is going to end up making the postseason roster.
You think so?
Because it goes to 28.
That's right. Yeah, that is true. I don't know if you saw. He apparently changed his batting stance.
Yes, I did. I was going to bring that up. He completely changed his stance. He looks good.
Do we feel like it's just a AAA thing, and maybe like he comes back and it's just like back to?
I think
hopefully it's just one of those stints where it's like, oh my gosh, he's doing that.
I think he's going to show Kevin Long that he changed it, and Kevin Long's going to be like, whatever works for you. Because Kevin Long doesn't know how to do his job, but whatever.
Oh gosh, man! The day when he's like let go, it's going to be.
Man, I might throw something on the grill for that.
Whoa. Gosh.
Oh, no.
Anyway, anywho. So moving on to today's game, 3-2 win. Really interesting game, I guess you could say. I think one of the big things that stands out is Rafael Marchand had a big day. I think he had like 3 RBIs or whatever.
That was his second game that's ever happened, and the first one nobody got to see because it was COVID.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting.
I thought that was a pretty cool fact. Fransky brought that up.
Yeah.
And apparently it was from a 3-run home run. And remember the cardboard cutouts they used to have?
Yeah.
So apparently if a Phillies player hit a home run, they would put their cutout in that seat and they'd sign it. Well, Marchand got called up. So he they didn't know who he was. They didn't have his picture. So they drew a
Nice.
caricature and he signed it and they put it on the thing.
Nice. Interesting times.
Yes. Oh wow. Totally.
That 2020 season was like a blur to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So.
And the pandemic crew was born and all that. It's like, oh man, this is a fever dream. Yeah.
But yeah, so great day for him, and I think they talked about it a lot post game. Just bring up the fact that, like, you know, this is a guy who doesn't really play that much during the season.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously with JT and him wanting to get his playing time in and stuff like that. But when he does, for the most part, he's playing pretty good. I mean, I know it's not always great with him, but I mean, you know, he does his best, you know, catching whatever pitcher that he's catching that day.
Shout out George in the chat from the
George.
3 Take Fantasy League.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I feel like the one point that somebody brought up post game was I forget who was talking about it. It might have been Murph. I don't know, but they were saying how yesterday, or no, it was Thompson. Thompson was saying it in his post game presser, but he was saying that for yesterday's game, Saturday's game, he wasn't even starting that game, but he was putting out a game plan for like that day or that pitcher or whatever, and he's not even playing it. That's what I'm saying, but he's doing stuff that, like, even when he's not playing, he's preparing himself. And listen, that's all you can ask for out of a young kid like him who gets put into this spot coming to the season with a guy like Stubbs getting, you know, like not making the roster or whatever, and it's like everybody was so mad about that, and you're like, you know, who's like some people, you know, because Marchand was up a little bit last year, you know, obviously people knew about that, but then some people were like, oh, is this guy going to be really good? Is he going to be able to keep the vibes like Mr. Stubby? Like all this stuff. Like we talked about it. And I think for what he's brought to the team and what he's done so far when he's had the opportunity, I feel like it's been pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a struggle for a while there, but I think he's starting to find his role and staying healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
that was the main question.
That's the big right. And that's the big thing. It's like, cool prospect, and he mashes when he comes up here, but can he stay healthy? It was the back. It's always the back. So I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. I like him, but it's so hit or miss with him.
It is.
No pun intended. But you know.
Yeah, and the other thing too that Thompson said was like he puts in extra work because he's a switch hitter, so he's got to work both sides of the plate. So he's got to put in extra work.
That is cool.
And it's interesting to hear because, like, you know, obviously switch hitter, it's like, oh, I got to work this side, I got to work that side.
Cal Raleigh.
Yeah. There you go. That's your guy right there.
Yeah, big thumper.
Oh, yeah. Didn't do anything against us, though. So
yeah, no. Well, he got me the fantasy win. That's all I care. That's all I care about. Man.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other thing too from this game today, Ranger Suarez, he set a career high in strikeouts. He ended with 11 strikeouts.
I'm shocked that he doesn't have more than that.
I know it is a little shocking, but listen, that is the type of Ranger that we know. I think the last two starts, you know, has kind of maybe like calmed him down a little bit. I know he went through that tough stretch where he wasn't playing very well and people were obviously questioning things, whatever. I understand that. And, you know, the talks of like, you know, him leaving the team next year and whatnot. But I think like you see this Ranger and it's like, listen, dude, like you give us like, you know, 5 innings of this in the playoffs. And then obviously you hopefully hand it off to the bullpen and hopefully they do well or whatever, that's fine. I mean, like, but then again, you're
making me sick to my stomach.
You said what?
It's already making me sick to my stomach.
I know. But seriously, no, like this is the thing you think about because it's like, you know, you're just hoping. We know that Ranger for the most part brings out his good stuff in the postseason and puts it out there on the line. So, you know, seeing games like today, it makes you feel a little bit more better. You know. Hopefully, wherever he's starting in that rotation come playoff time, which I think will probably be too. We'll talk about it in a little bit. But just
the day.
But only give up 3 hits, no earned runs, gave us 7 innings. ERA is down to 3.07, so bump that down a little bit. But the 11 strikeouts is what really stands out to me because he was kind of just mowing them down today. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was dealing, man. It was great to see.
Yeah,
it was great to see. I just hope he stays affordable.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's the biggest problem.
That's what everybody's gonna wonder.
I have faith. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
And he got a little shaky at the end again today, but Kirkering was able to, you know. Yes. And then real quick, I want to make sure I shout him out because this is my guy. Shout out Tanner Banks.
Oh yeah.
Came into a big spot today, bases loaded, no outs, because
Yeah.
Alvarado just for some reason just was tired. I guess I don't know. he had a lot of time to get rest, but anyway. But no,
He's looking skinnier, don't you think?
I guess so. No, people were saying he looks a little heavy, bro. I don't know. It's, whatever. But who cares about the guy's weight? Who cares about the guy's weight? We just won the pitch.
No, it's just because that's what he got caught on. That's why.
No, I know. Yeah. Which, by the way, he did get his first game back that he pitched in, which was in the Mariners series. He did get a standing ovation and some cheers. So that kind of like put that to bed because people were
really
like
pissing people off.
It really did. It did. It was. They were fired up. I'm like, yo, relax. Like,
yeah.
like the guy killed somebody.
Killed someone.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Oh
man.
But yeah, Tanner Banks, shout out to him. I mean, he has come through in big spots for us this year. Like, I mean, you got to be honest. And you're hoping that he could bring that into the postseason because we haven't seen that from him in that big spot. So I feel pretty confident. Once in a while,
he gives up that home run. You're like,
Yeah.
Other than that, he's doing really good.
Yeah. So he struggled a little bit at the beginning, but
yeah.
I'm I was smart to buy the stock on that, so I'm just saying. I'm just giving myself credit there. Anyway, all right. So real quick, so we're gonna move into the question of the day. I felt like just talking a little bit about the pitching rotation a couple minutes ago or whatever. And George commenting with Wheeler out. This makes Sanchez the one. So this will kind of like put us a little bit in that discussion or whatever. So my question of the day for you is, with Wheeler officially out now, hypothetically, what does your postseason rotation look like? The top three, at least.
So we're just doing starters, right? We're not.
Yeah, just starters.
Okay,
just starters.
So I'm going Sanchez, Nola. Sorry, this live stuff, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'm going Sanchez, Nola. Dude, what am I saying? Sanchez, Nola, Ranger. And the only I'd say Sanchez, Ranger, but they pitch fairly similar. So I it's almost like when you see Sanchez, the next day you see Ranger, you're like, oh, this is just the guy yesterday, but with just a little less nasty stuff. So, excuse me.
Yeah.
But I think to George's point, I think Wheeler being out makes Sanchez the number one. I don't think you have another option. And I think Nola is a good separator between the two of them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see. I guess you would have to make Taiwan number 4. I know you only asked for 3, but
yeah. So does that mean you're putting Luzardo in the bullpen, right?
Oh crap! I forgot about him.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing you got to think about. Like, are we putting him in the bullpen, or is he going to be like a stretch guy? I guess I don't know. Like, obviously he's going to be. If he's
honestly, no. I'd put Luzardo at 4, and then I'd put
Taiwan
in the bullpen because he had those called a good bullpen outing. So that's what I'll do.
True.
I mean, you only asked for 3. But.
No, that's fine. I mean, and I just like
extra credit.
I wanted to bring up Luzardo too. Honestly, for me, I think. If I was going to go with a confident one, I would say probably. And this really depends a lot on how Nola's pitching. Getting closer to the playoffs, I think they might end up going, and it's going to be unfortunate because you don't want to go back-to-back lefties. But I would say it's probably be Sanchez, Ranger, and then Nola. I know the back-to-back lefties a little you got to really see what lineups you're dealing with. Like how many righties does that team have in the lineup? Whatever,
I think it'll definitely depend on the team too. You're right.
Yeah. So, but I think one thing that is solidified though is Sanchez being the number 1. Like he is going to be the game 1 starter no matter what. Yeah. So I think that's already pretty much stamped in. But I think after that you kind of see how the lineup's going to be and how you're feeling confident about that pitcher. So, obviously I know it's a little early right now, but I just figured that we think about this now. It's all right, we can start thinking about how it's going to line up. As we go, closer to the end of the season and the postseason, and obviously who goes to the bullpen and stuff like that too. So it's going to be interesting to see, and hopefully, whatever it is works out good. So I mean, if it's back-to-back lefties and whatever, I've heard people say going Sanchez, Ranger, and then Luzardo, and then Nola, but then that's 3 lefties in a row, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a lot. I wouldn't do that.
I just don't know if I trust that, and it's just. Yeah. That's why we're banking on Nola right now to really get back to what he was a couple years ago. So hopefully.
So now we are going to move into Pete's picks. What do you have for next week?
Well, so we're right back at it tomorrow in the Queens.
Oh. Huh.
Against the good old the stinky Mets. I use a little. I don't know why I use stinky. I guess just because it's a nice word. I don't want to. I don't want to start like cursing out the Mets, but God, I hate them so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 3-game series in the Queens. We listen. I'm hoping whatever ghost they have there, because we don't really play the best in the Queens. I'm hoping they put that to rest this week, because I'm just like it's one of those moments where I'm just
they don't play the best where?
In Queens.
Oh, I thought you said the Queens. I was like, what?
Well, I mean, I did, but it's
I was confused. I was like, what?
City Field, whatever. City Field, Queens, anywhere. The parking lot doesn't matter.
Flushing, whatever it is.
Whatever. Regardless where the hell they play, we really don't play the best there. And I heard people talking about the game today that were like, at least if they would just win one game. Like, no, go win 2 out of 3.
No.
That's not the mindset. Like, go take care of business and win 2 out of 3. And that is going to my picks for this week's series against the Mets, because we come out tomorrow. Yeah, 2 out of 3. I'm going to say we take 2 out of 3. I'm feeling right now that we got some momentum, and I feel like the Mets right now are just kind of like back and forth. You really don't know what you're going to get from them. Obviously they've been blowing a lot of leads. That bullpen, I guess, is really not that great. We come out tomorrow with Christopher Sanchez on the mound against Kodai Senga, so hopefully we kind of pick up Senga's pitches. I know usually we struggle against him, dating back to certain starts, whatever. I don't want to talk about it, but regardless, I'm feeling pretty confident with Sanchez coming out on the mound to start tomorrow's game. And then I think for Tuesday, we got Luzardo on the mound against Sean Manaea. And then Wednesday is Taijuan Walker versus the McLean dude that just got called up by them, who's been pitching pretty good for them so far. He's 2-0, so he's won his first 2 starts. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Frankie Montas?
Nah, no. Montas.
Yeah, mountainous ass.
Mountainous.
Likes to say.
But yeah, I'm gonna say 2 out of 3. I think we do handle business, and this is a big series, man. You really gotta take at least 2 out of 3. I mean, a sweep would be amazing, but the mindset of people were like, oh well, if they only just at least win 1, then the Mets pick up a 1 game. Like, no, dude, that shouldn't be the mindset. This is the Mets we're playing. We're in a division race.
You're not going to win 162 games, but you need to sweep this series.
Oh my! I'm not even saying sweep. That's going to be tough to do. I mean, the Mets are going to play us well. I know that,
but I'm saying you can't just be like, well, that's baseball for one of these games.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing is too. I mean, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but then we got the Braves. We're going right back home. They got the Braves coming in, and that's another. I know they're pretty much out of it for the most part. I would say. But I saw somebody the other day say, "Oh, there might be a chance." Relax. But anyway, but yeah. So
not a good thing to find out with a response.
I know. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thought, but yeah, go to City Field and just please play deep. Just play smart. That's all, dude. I really just I hate going to City Field.
Here we go.
I hate it. I hate it.
I'll tell you one thing though, they got a pretty nice ballpark.
I don't care. I think it's. Is it bad for me to say it? I think it's ass, or is that just? Am I just the only one? Okay.
It's a nice ballpark.
Nah, it's ass.
It's okay. Anyway,
it's ass.
Eat the pastrami and then get back to me.
Ass. I will never go there. You'll never see me there.
I'm telling you, it's nice.
You'll never see me there. But yeah, so those are the picks for the week.
Pissed me off with how nice it was. To be honest.
Whatever. Who cares? CVP's better, baby. All right. Anyway, so real quick, another note, kind of, I guess, not really, I guess around the league, you'd say, we're kind of involved with it too, but they just announced that they corrected it, because originally they said it was going to be Phillies Mets, but it is Phillies Twins next year for the Field of Dreams game next season. So that's pretty,
very
going to be pretty cool. It's going to be really cool.
I'm thinking I want to go out there.
I was thinking the same thing.
Dude,
yo, BTD trip out to
oh my god,
Field of Dreams, though, baby.
Can you imagine?
I mean, how long was the drive there? I mean,
dude, it's in Iowa. What do you mean? How long is the drive?
Well, I knew it was in Iowa. I'm just saying, how long was the drive?
I don't know.
I don't know off the top of my
head.
head.
I'm about to map it right now, though.
You got to map it.
Well,
because I'm saying, a BTB trip with a live shoot there, we'd have to bring all the equipment. I don't think we can bring it down on the plane. So,
well,
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Who's got equipment in Iowa that we can use and borrow? Let me know.
Yeah. Where is
I don't know where
Oh,
the field
man.
is, like specifically in Iowa, but
Me neither. Hold on. Now I need to find it.
yeah. Now he's got to find it.
Dude, I can't. Come on. I'm giving the people what they want here.
No, it's fine.
You know.
Yeah. Like
Somebody's
somebody's got to tell us.
2025. Here we go. Heading to Iowa. Where, dude? What the heck?
You must not be great with math.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. No. Because I put in Field of Dreams, but there's complexes around here called Field of Dreams. So I was trying to find the actual. It's a 15-hour drive.
Okay, yeah, so that's a bit much. It's a bit much, but hey, man, anything for BTV,
dude,
baby.
That'd be so cool.
Tickets
go for like $650 though on the aftermarket because dude, it's only like 4,000.
I was gonna say there's not many seats in the outfield.
All general admission. Yeah,
if you want to sit out there in the cornfield or whatever it is out there. So, but no, pretty exciting news. And I mean, with the All-Star game already being in Philly and now this, I think it just brings a lot of attention to the franchise. I feel like so.
Yeah, I was gonna say it shows that they think we're marketable and all that good stuff.
Yeah. A little annoying that it wasn't the Mets and that was only the Twins. But
yeah, whatever. I don't even.
Shout out Bob Nightingale for messing that up.
Anyway. Whatever. One more piece of around the league news.
Go ahead.
Cal Raleigh hit his 48th and 49th home run today, so that sets him, along with the fact that he basically sent me to the playoffs in our fantasy league. That propels him to the most home runs in a single season by a primary catcher. So shout out to Cal Raleigh. It's an unbelievable season.
Yeah.
I mean, he did nothing against us, like you said, but like it's an unbelievable season for anybody to have, especially with the workload he's got to demand to have to configure one of the best rotations in baseball, probably a top 10, top 5 to top 6 rotation in baseball.
Yeah.
And then to pile 49 home runs on top of that is just, it's an unbelievable season. Credit to him. That's a crazy stat.
Yeah, he's got to be AL MVP. So, right.
Well, I don't know. I think it was a toss up until Judge went on the IL for 10 days, and I was like, exactly. All right, now it's gonna be I think it's gonna be Cal Raleigh. I just don't see how you can't give it to him, but.
For sure. Mike in the comments said, how about that proposed new division of Phillies, Mets, Red Sox, and Yankees?
Dude.
I did see that stuff.
It'd be a nuclear bomb. That's
the new alignment thing would be nuts, dude. And please don't do it. I really don't. I'm not going to lie. I don't want that to happen.
I could see the reasoning behind it, but I don't want it to happen because you already have established rivalries and all that stuff. And
exactly.
Why would you not put Pittsburgh in there?
Yeah, exactly. If you put them in rivalry week.
I'm sure Mike might remember the Pirates used to be in the Phillies division. They were like big rivals at one point.
Yeah,
like that was a real thing. But they got rid of it. The Reds were in our division at one point. Like that was a thing.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about.
They don't. It's not like that anymore. And they want to move into the AL. I want to stay in the National League.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
I don't want to worry about that.
And then I saw like one that like showed like with 2 expansion teams or whatever or something like that. So Mike said it'd be 8 divisions and 4 teams each.
Yeah, they would have to have two expansions at that point.
Yeah. I don't know. I think a lot of people were saying Manfred was kind of just like talking out of his ass, I guess. But
I think he was just putting some like validity, not validity, but like just
I know what you mean.
Shouting it out almost to be like, let's see what everybody thinks about this, and just kind of said something to see how people will react.
Manfred's like, we're just gonna change the whole game. We're just gonna change everything about it.
Don't get me started. I could do an hour-long podcast on just that. Don't get me started.
All right, how do we get Manfred on the podcast? No, I'm kidding.
No,
I'm joking.
no,
I'm joking.
no.
I'm joking.
That would be pretty tough, but
It would be. No, we would be starstruck though.
Yeah,
I mean, you know.
I'd be kissing ass for sure. That's not even a question.
Yeah, but anyway. So yeah. Go take care of business in Queens, please. Don't piss me off. I can't.
I can't imagine the texts I'll get this week during these.
Dude, let me blow up your phone. I'm serious. So, not like that. I just listen.
Hey.
Every thought that runs through my mind with Phillies baseball is going right to Henry's phone. So I'm just, sometimes I just talk to myself in there at that point. I guess it's not even
sometimes.
like
when
10 messages.
When I don't touch my phone for like an hour at work, and you're just like going, I come back and I'm just like the mood swings from like message to message. It's just
I can't vent to anybody else that really understands that. So it is what it is. But yeah, so go take care of business and listen. So let's start to put a little bit more like gap there in the division. Like we need to. Like, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, man. And by the way, real quick, last note, I promise. There was a hint of Red October in the air.
I was like, what are you? I was like, where are you going?
No, I know. No, but I'm saying
you're right.
It felt like October weather.
65 degrees, like 63 degrees. And like cool. Oh yeah. I felt it.
Like when I smell that or when it happens, like
sure.
It starts like activate things like in my brain, and I just start to like and I tell it I'm like not yet. We're not there.
Ventilating.
We're not there yet. We're not in October yet. So anyway, but yeah. So you got anything else though?
No. Go Phils.
Go Phils, baby. We out.
Thanks everybody for joining.
Yep. See you guys. Peace.